Hello everyone, how are you today? Welcome back to my channel, Jumpa Hamza. In this episode, we will describe about the Prambanan Temple. This is located in Java, Indonesia, and I will read from some references. Okay, if you know that Indonesia has many culture, yeah, especially in Java territories, one of them is a very popular with the temple, like Borobudur Temple and also Prambanan Temple. Yeah, so this building is very popular in Indonesia, especially in Java. So let's discuss about Prambanan Temple. Prambanan Temple, or called by Candi Prambanan in Bahasa, it is a story about Rara Jonggrang. Yeah, this is about some story from Java, from local wisdom. Hana Caraka, yeah, this is Rara Jonggrang, and then located in the central Java, yeah, especially in Yogyakarta province. So the temple compound at UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is the largest Hindu temple site in Indonesia and the second largest in Southeast Asia after Angkor Wat. It is characterized by its point architecture typical of Hindu architecture and by the towering 447-meter height, about 154 feet central building inside a larger complex of individual temple. Prambanan temple compounds originally consist of 240 temple structures, which represented the grandeur of ancient Java's Hindu and architecture, and also considered as masterpiece of the classical period in Indonesia. So Prambanan attracts many visitors from around the world. The Prambanan temple is the largest Hindu temple of ancient Java, and the first building was completed in the middle 9th century. It was likely started by Rakai Pikatan and inaugurated by the successor of King Lokapala. You know Raka Pikatan and also King Lokapala. This is both of the name famous when Prambanan temple was built in Java territories. Some historians that adhere to dual dynasty theory suggest that the construction of Prambanan probably was meant as the Hindu Sanjaya dynasty, answer to the Buddhist Sailendra dynasties Borobudur and Sewu temples nearby, and was meant to mark the return of the Hindu Sanjaya dynasty to power in central Java after almost a century Buddhist Sailendra dynasty domination. You know that the Borobudur, yeah, this is complete in the Sailendra dynasty, and then after that Prambanan temple. And then nevertheless the construction of this massive Hindu temple signifies a shift of the Mataram court patronage from the Mahayana Buddhism to Shaivism Hinduism. A temple was first built the site around 850 Common Era by Rakai Pikatan and expanded extensively by King Lokapala and Balitung Mahasambu, the Sanjaya king of the Mataram kingdom. A short red pen script bearing the name Pikatan was found on the one of the finials on top of the balustrade of the Shiva temple, which confirms that King Pikatan was responsible for the initiation of the temple construction. The temple complex is linked to the Shivarga inscription. You know the Shivarga, it is called by Hinduism language or like Sanskrit language of 856 Common Era, issued by King Lokapala, which described a Shiva temple compound that resembles Prambanan. According to this inscription, the Shiva temple was inaugurated on 12 November 1846. According to this inscription, the temple was built to honor Lord Shiva, and its original name was Shiva, the house of Shiva, or Shivalaya, or the realm of Shiva. Yeah, Shiva is some of God from Hinduism, for Hinduism perspective, like Rama, Brahma, and also the Shiva. Next, according to the Shiva inscription, a public water project to change the course of the river near the Shivarga temple was undertaken during the construction of the temple. The river, identified as the Opak River, now runs north to south of the western side of the Prambanan temple compound. Historians suggest that originally river was curved further to the east and was deemed too near to the main temple. Experts suggest that the shift of the river was meant to secure the temple complex from the overflowing of lahar volcanic material from Merapi volcano. Yeah, you know, Merapi is some of mount in Java Island, a big mount. I mean, this is the active mount, very large, and has a volcano activity. The project was done by cutting the river along a north to south axis along the outer wall of the Shiga Pharma temple compound. The former river course was filled in mid-level to create larger space for the temple expansion. The space for row of Parvara. Parvara, it means that ancillary temple. And then some archaeologists propose that the statue of Shiva in the Garbahira central chamber of the main temple was model King Balitung, serving as a depiction of this divine self after death. The temple compound was expanded by successive Mataram king such as Daksa and Tulodong, with the addition of hundreds of Parvara temple around the temple. With the main Prasada tower soaring up to 47-meter height, a vast walled temple complex consists of 240 structures. Shivagar Trimurti temple was the tallest and the grandest of this time. Indeed, the temple complex is the largest Hindu temple in ancient Java, with no other Javanese temple ever surpassing its scale. Prambanan served as the royal temple of the kingdom of Mataram, with most of the state's religions, care ceremonies, and sacrifice being conducted there. At the height of the kingdom, scholars estimate the hundred of Brahmins with the sheer disciplines live within our world. The temple compound, the urban center, and the court of Mataram were located nearby, somewhere in Prambanan plain. So this is the history of a Prambanan temple. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry if I have a mistake with my pronunciation, because my English is not good. And then I will learning again about how to spelling pronunciation letter in English. Thank you so much for your participation. See you next time, and subscribe my channel.